Welcome to Simple Keys. My name is Mitchell, and throughout this video series I'm going to teach you the basic piano theory and the foundation to be able to play some of your favorite written music, which you can share that music with your friends and family. On to the lesson. Okay, before we move on to the new material, I want to review the previous material in case it wasn't clear. So in the last video I described something called steps. Half steps and whole steps to be specific. These steps are very important to know. They describe the distance between keys. So half steps are the transitions mostly between white and black keys as shown here. However, there are certain situations, you'll see two specific situations where there's two white keys adjacent to each other that are considered a half step. Here, and also here. A good mnemonic to memorize them by, because the first one I showed you was an E to an F, right? So we call it England, France, to remember the starting note names E and F. And the second one is British Columbia, where we use B and C to remember those two half steps. For now, just remember the simple tricks. We'll get more in detail in future videos. On a side note, we talked about sharps and flats, and for example, if we raise a white note, mostly any white note, let's use F for example, and we raise F one half step up, it becomes F sharp. And that's what most sharps are. Sharps are things that let us know that it's usually a white note raised up half a step. So from an F to an F sharp, and that's shown here. So we raise an F to an F sharp. Let's talk about flats, and if we go a half step below, that's like of a white note, then that's a flat of that white note. So for example, if we're playing a B, and we want to play it a half step down, that's B flat. So if you look at this keyboard here, you can see that the half step below is, or going to the left of the keyboard, is a B flat, and what we covered previously with the sharps, going up the keyboard or to the right of the keyboard, a half step up or right a half step is a sharp. On to reviewing whole steps. Remember, whole steps are just two half steps put together. Here are three different videos of a whole step. So look at this one. Here's another one. And here's another one. You'll also need to know the note names really well. You'll have to know the white keys, C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. You'll also need to know the black keys. Remember, black keys have two different names. They could be either sharps or flats depending on how you look at it. For example, you have C sharp or D flat, D sharp or E flat, F sharp or G flat, G sharp or A flat, or A sharp and B flat. 5 black keys to know, 7 white keys to know, that's 12 keys. It's not too bad. There are 88 keys, and that's way more than 12. But because you know these 12 keys, then you just notice that these set of notes just repeat over and over and over again. And they just, if you're going up the piano or to the right of the piano, that's going higher. And if you're going down or to the left of the piano, that's going lower. And you'll notice that they just repeat, and it's either higher or lower pitch. So once you know these 12 notes, you actually know all the keys on the piano. Nice job! Hopefully that was a good review. If you have any more questions, please feel free to comment. I can also make another video to address some of the more common questions you might have had, and hopefully that clears things up for you. A lot of this may sound confusing at first, but trust me, it's gonna come together and it's gonna make sense once we start playing songs and we start moving more ideas together. You'll understand why we need to know a little bit about these things. You don't have to know them to detail, but a little bit about these things and how we can apply them in the future. Congratulations on making it to the end of the video. Hopefully that review session answered some questions. If not, feel free to comment or email Questions are always welcomed. I can find a way to answer it if a lot of people have the same question. I can make a video about it. So I'll keep these reviews coming if you feel that they're necessary, but if they are not, let me know. Otherwise, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Keep up to date with new content that I'll be putting out. Alright then, until next time. To learn you jeez. Friends and family.